What's up, everybody? Welcome to our first ever mock draft video. I'm here with Jimmy. Say what's up, man.
What's up?
And then I'm Derek, of course. We're going to start us off doing 12-team mock draft here on Sleeper, sleeper.com. So you can see there that Jimmy went with the number 1 pick. I went with the 10th pick. So we're going to get rolling on this. Jimmy, talk about your first pick.
All right, so just to rebound real quick off what my man Derek said. This is going to be a one quarterback league. We're going to have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 2 flex spots, and a kicker defense. Regular standard scoring PPR, full PPR. All right, so I have the first overall pick. I'm going to go with the running back from the University of Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor, the best fantasy football player last year. Yeah, dude is a stud. He was going into his second year. Dude was a stud. He has an ADP of 1.1. Makes sense. He's projected to have a total of 331 points. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him. We're doing a CPU. We're having CPU fill in the spots. So
Yeah, that's too easy, man. Too easy for pick. He's got to go 1-1.
yeah, dude's a
Especially
stud.
after the year he had last year. 1,800 yards rushing.
Yeah.
He even had 40 catches last year. That's too easy.
Oh yeah, you can click on his history, right? You can see that too. Oh yeah, down here. Yeah. Plus he had 369 points last year. That's a league winner. I mean that's and then the Colts O line only got better. They have Matt Ryan now, who Devontae Freeman was a stud under Matt Ryan. And, if you guys remember who that was, running back for the Falcons. I don't know. I just feel really good. They don't even have much weapons. All I have is Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell from Ohio State. I still think it's a dud. Alec Pierce from Cincinnati. He just didn't have it that week. I know that they had a good year last year, the Bearcats, but I just don't see it. I don't see where they don't have to rely on Jonathan Taylor. It's a weak division. You have the Jaguars defense twice. You got the Houston Texans defense twice. That's 4 30-point games right there.
Yeah, it's too easy.
And then for the do you have to press like skip for the CPUs or how does this work?
I don't know, man. What the hell? Why isn't it going through?
Click on the setting. There you go. Whatever you did. There you go. All right. Once we get to your pick, we'll kind of review. So we're doing CPU, but CPU does go off of the annual draft position, the ADP. So it's gonna be legit. It's not like we're just anyone's drafting Adam Thielen in the first round. So we got Christian McCaffrey at the 1-2. That's pretty solid. Cooper Kupp at the 1-3. Who was he had Triple Crown last year, so that makes sense. Justin Jefferson the 1-4. Eckler Henry. It looks pretty I mean, I've been doing a lot of mocks, Derek. I don't know if you have been, but it looks pretty normal. Looks like this is pretty basic.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I haven't seen McCaffrey go 1-2 yet. Usually he's about 5.
No, I've been seeing
4 or 5.
I've been seeing McCaffrey in the top 3 for real for me. Um, Joe Mixon at 1-9 is kind of different. I've been seeing Jamar Chase or Devontae Adams go at the 1-9.
Yeah.
Especially, but you're up, man. What are you doing for your pick?
Well, seeing how this went, looking at who I have available, I mean, after the year he had last year, I don't know how you don't take him here. I think you got to go Jamar Chase.
It's a good pick. Dude, Joe Burrow and him, that LSU connection, it's just crazy. They have probably the best weapons, I think, this year. Because they have T. Higgins still, too, and Tyler Boyd is your third. Dude, Tyler Boyd would be the one for my Packers.
Yeah, Jamar will still get what he gets. That guy's insane. So came back around Devontae Adams. I love the pick. I mean, he was the number 1 receiver off the board last year, but now that he's on the Raiders with Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, all those guys, now he's got a lot more weapons at least. Reuniting with his old college quarterback. That's why he's not the number 1 receiver this year, which could partly be due to the fact that Cooper Kupp just set records. But yeah. Adams, I think, still a good pick this year. And then Team 12 went Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, which, Jimmy, I know you remember, and I know everybody who was in our league last year remembers that I had that exact position, and I took those exact 2 players. Kind of worked out, got 3rd place, but Enough about last year. That was last year. Now Tyreek's over in Miami. I'm hesitant to take him. I mean, I know
Mm.
Tua was notorious for throwing 5 yards and that's it. And Tyreek can take 5 yard in routes and take them to the house. We've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah, I think Diggs is available right now. I would have took Diggs instead of Hill. I think Josh Allen's a way better quarterback than Tua.
Yep. And DeAndre Swift went. That's a
Dude,
pretty good pick there.
what's crazy to me is Cooper Cup is the same age as Devontae Adams.
That is insane.
Cooper Cup's been in the league for 5 years. Devontae Adams been in for 8. I feel like Cooper
Yep.
Cup just has a lot of recency bias.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, you look at his history. He's never had went over 300 points in his career besides last year. And
Yep.
Devontae Adams has 4 different times.
Yep.
So again, I think Cooper Cup's a stud. If he does the same thing he did last year, he'll definitely win you some fantasy leagues. But at the 1-3, your very first pick, I don't know. I feel like running back's more of a premium position that I would have taken. But
I think there are three. I'd have probably went Eckler.
yeah, I love Austin Eckler this year. They just
All right.
released
So,
Justin Jackson too.
yeah, they did. And they got the rookie Isaiah Spiller out of Texas A&M.
Yeah, he's gonna take time to develop. I think Austin Eckler's in for a big year.
Yeah, I agree. So here with the third pick of the second round, I'm looking. So what I like to do is I like to stack up on stud receivers. Just because PPR, these guys have potential for 100 catch seasons. Jamar Chase. So right here, I gotta go Stephon Diggs.
Dude, that's a solid wide receiver combo right there. You probably have two. I mean, I would think about all the wide receivers taken. You have what, one, two, three, four, five, six. You probably have two of the top four, even though there's been, you took them at number six. Like
Yep.
I feel like uh, Tyreek Hill will be behind all five of those at the end of the year.
Yep.
All right, so after Diggs, we got Mark Andrews. It's a little early for Mark Andrews, in my opinion, especially when you can get like a Darren Waller kind of later now that Devontae Adams is there. But CeeDee Lamb's big dog over there. Nick Chubb with Najee Harris is a pretty good stack. Debo Samuel and Derrick Henry, that's a really good squad. I just don't really know about Debo Samuel. I mean, he's still not even at training camp yet. I just don't know if I feel comfortable in the second round. Monte Williams, I feel like he's going to be drafted really early this year, even though Melvin Gordon kind of stayed back, and I don't really understand it. I know he's a rookie or second year from North Carolina, so he got drafted the same year Michael Carter did. They were both kind of like the two-headed demon down there, but I just feel like Melvin Gordon's not bad. He's not a stud, but like he's still going to take 5 to 10 carries from you a week. Whereas you have Leonard Fournette. I know you have all the issues right now with his weight and things like that, but I mean that dude is a workhorse.
Yeah, he'll be ready. I'm not worried.
Yeah. Aaron Jones with Cooper Cup solid in a PPR format. The Green Bay Packers do not have any wide receivers besides Randall Cobb, Allen Lazard, and Christian Watson as a rookie. I mean, dude, Aaron Jones is projected right now, I feel like, to have at least 50 to 70 catches. Like, as a running back, you're getting a wide receiver 3 workload right there, on top of, running in general. So I think Aaron Jones is, if I was hoping he fell to 2.12, I feel like he's a stud. I know what Packers fans don't think I'm talking about. I'm just saying, you look at it logistically, it's a weak division, and Aaron Jones has proven before in the history. If you go look, he's had over 300 points and over 200 points the last 2 years. I mean, the dude's just a stud. Team 2, Josh Allen, the first quarterback off. Can't really argue about taking a quarterback. I don't personally take quarterbacks this early because you can get like a Kirk Cousins in round 9. But Josh Allen, I mean, he's an elite player. I mean, you can't really even dispute that. And then it's me with my pick. So Sleeper has the highest ADP as Alvin Kamara. There's no way I'm taking Alvin Kamara with everything going on with him right now. Personally, you don't even know if he's going to be suspended 6 games. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to secure the handcuff with Mark Ingram, if that's even the handcuff, because Mark Ingram is like 33 years old now. It might be Tony Jones Jr. They drafted up Abram Smith, your boy. He's an undrafted free agent that walked on.
Yep.
So for me, into the second, I personally like going double running back just because the wide receivers I can get down the road are a DJ Moore or Jerry Jeudy compared to a Josh Jacobs. I mean, I feel like that, that's why I like me personally to target 2 running backs. Plus I'm on a turn right now, and I do not know if any running backs are going to fall to me. So I'm going to take Saquon Barkley. They say he's in tremendous shape. He's been doing really good. I know He's burned me the last couple years of his injury, but I feel like the Giants. They have the new quarterback Brian Dable or new coach Brian Dable from the Bills. He went over there. Even
Mhm.
though he didn't really do much with Devin Singletary, I have to do my double running back because I don't think anything's gonna come back. That's kind of the
Right, and
shit.
you think with Dable when he was at Buffalo, he worked with what he had. He knew he had a stud quarterback. He knew he had good
Hmm.
receivers. And
Yeah,
now that he's got a really good running back, I know he's been hurt, but you never draft based on like, oh, I think he's gonna get hurt because you never know.
yeah,
Like if you like the guy, take him.
yeah.
Um,
I just don't know. Like,
I think he'll do fine.
yeah, I just know when you draft on the turns, you got to look at like, man, I have what 18 picks until it comes back to me. Like
Right.
the odds of me, getting a stud running back on the way back is slim. Even though I have some ones I really like, it's just it worries me. So, all right, well, my next pick is the easiest pick I want to make all day. Okay, we got besides Jonathan Taylor, this dude's a goat. We got Mike Evans sitting here without Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin's not even practicing it. He's hurt, probably out 4 to 5 weeks. Gronk is gone. Tom Brady's playing on probably his last year. You know that man wants to go out there and sling it. Oh, he don't care. He's gonna have no regrets. Mike Evans has been a consistent wide receiver his whole career. He's always been a high end wide receiver two, low end wide receiver one his whole career. I think this is a year where he excels everyone's expectations yet again. So I have to go with Mike Evans from Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's
Yeah, I
my.
mean, I agree with that because right there, you got your two running backs,
Hmm.
and then so you got to go receiver here pretty much, and
Yeah.
it came down to did you even think about AJ Brown or if
No,
you just
no.
trust Tom Brady
I
way
just
more
try. I mean, well,
than Jalen Hurts, right?
but you got to look at like more than other things too. Like Tampa, I mean, they signed Russell Gage, but that is the only person competing is Russell Gage. Whereas
Yep.
when you have the Eagles, I mean, you got Dallas Goedert, who's not a bad tight end. You have Devontae Smith from Alabama, who won the Heisman. I mean, that dude's not bad either. And then you
Right.
got AJ Brown, and I love AJ Brown. I was really thinking about it, but you got to look at like, dude, Mike Evans has no competition. Tom Brady is on a whole different level compared to Jalen Hurts. And I just feel like, plus down the road, if I wanted to, draft him a CPU, so, I'll tell you. But I'm looking for that Tom Brady stack down the road, too. I feel like, I can match up both of them. That's my first 4 weeks right there. I'm winning every week just from that one stack.
Yeah.
We'll see if the CPU snipe me, but I'm hoping around like 8 to 9 that turn I would be able to, or if you snipe me, that's okay. But I'm hoping to get that quarterback right there, and then we're good. We're good.
All right. So, let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kyle Pitts went off. I do not like him there
Mm.
because even being an Oregon fan, uh, Mariota, I don't know. I don't know about that. It's, I mean, he's not going to be running the ball, obviously, so you got to rely on the quarterback to get him the ball. And I don't know if I can rely on Mariota or even could be Desmond Ritter by the bye week or whatever. I didn't even see their bye week, but
They're week six bye.
week six bye. So yeah, Ritter probably won't come in then, but he might towards the end of the season just to get him some playing time. And I don't know if I trust Kyle Pitts to get the ball. I wouldn't draft him
Yeah.
third round. I don't know about you.
No, I think that's way too early for a tight end. Like I'm saying, you still got Darren Waller just sitting there that you could take later. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts only had what one touchdown last year.
Yeah.
I mean, and then now he has Drake London, the rookie from USC, who's not bad. I just don't know if I trust any of the quarterbacks to get the ball to him.
Right.
I mean, you know, he's going against Marshawn Lattimore when they play against the Saints. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
a stud cornerback, so that's two, bad things. And then the Buccaneers have good cornerbacks too. Sean Murphy Bunting, they have, some studs. Antonio Winfield, the safety. So I to me personally, I'm not a big Pitts believer. If there was a dynasty league where I have him locked in for, forever, I would take him. But when it comes to redraft, he's like my tight end 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I
I'd much rather
really.
have Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, and Travis Kelsey ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, but I can even get like a Dalton Schultz or T.J. Hawkinson down the road. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it. Why waste a precious pick? I mean, you had T. Higgins right there, Deontay Johnson. There's just so many studs you could have taken instead of him, but
Right.
you could have took A.J. Brown that we were just talking about. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So
Dang, Alvin
Man,
Kamara
looking
went
here. So
3.3.
yeah, Kamara, he's not
Uh,
going to get drafted that early in
yeah,
normal
in
leagues.
real
I think
drafts.
this is just a product of CPU.
CPU, yep.
Zeke, I think this is a good spot for Zeke to go third round.
Hmm.
Kind of lost his luster. Plus, it looks like the Cowboys' offense is going way more pass heavy.
Yeah.
AJ Brown, see if Jalen Hurts can get him the ball because he's a darn good receiver.
Hmm.
Keenan Allen, you know how I feel about Keenan Allen. I got the Charger jersey on, so he's the
dude,
man.
that dude's a stud.
PPR god.
Dude's
He's
a,
if he plays all 17 games, he's 100 catches, no doubt.
yeah, it's funny. Him and Mike Evans are like the PPR goats.
Yeah, they get the ball.
Hmm.
James Conner, this is tough. I mean, a lot of what I do in fantasy, I look at running backs and I look at teams. Like I never draft an Arizona running back. I just don't feel like they run the ball too much. But this might be nice for the first 6 games of the season when DeAndre Hopkins is out, where they have to almost run the ball.
Yeah, I think he's inflated because of his 15 touchdowns he had last year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Do not
And
expect
I
that
think
to
what
happen.
10 of them came in like a 3 week stretch. So
Yeah, do not expect that to happen again. If you're drafting James Conner in a third, I'm letting you know you need to make sure that you have some studs or something like a good wide receiver core. That's going to be like your running back one.
right, and we're
Because
seeing in this draft that team took Najee Harris, Nick Chubb, James Conner. That's pretty good.
yeah, no, I do like the running back stack actually. There's so many wide receivers down the board you could take.
Yep.
I mean, you could take a Darnell Mooney late. I mean, there's good wide receivers late.
Yeah.
Um, I just don't know about a third. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree. So, and then we got Cam Akers. What do you think about this pick? Because I'm kind of
Can't
iffy on this one.
I like Cam Akers actually. I think he's gonna be okay. As my running back two, if I had Dalvin Cook, it'd be okay. Like if he was my second one behind Jonathan, like if you have so what they call it in the fantasy world, it's called a hero running back. If you had a hero running back, which is a running back that you know will be an RB1, a high end RB1, like if I had a CMC, an Eckler, or Derrick Henry, and I'd probably stop after Dalvin Cook, maybe Najee Harris, I'm not too sure. But if I had one of those top six running backs, I personally would feel comfortable with taking Akers as your running back too. And then obviously you got to make sure you get Daryl Henderson down the road for the cuff in case the Achilles, acts up again. But if he was like, if I had DeAndre Swift and Cam Akers or a Fournette and Akers, Aaron Jones and Akers, I'd be a little nervous. Me personally, I would be nervous that I'm not gonna have a solid RB2 on my team. He's been hurt both years. He was hurt when he went to Florida. He was from Florida State. Yeah, Florida State. He was hurt there too.
Hmm.
So I just, yeah, I'd make me nervous. That's all.
Yeah, I'd be pretty nervous. Pass heavy offense.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it personally. I would have taken multiple other people at that position. So
Yeah, no, I agree. And then Team 9, Patrick Mahomes. Good. Don't have to look at his face on there
they got
because
all.
I would have probably tried to take him. But I don't know. It's kind of mixed.
That's a
I
good
mean,
team.
obviously, he's still got Travis Kelsey, but we'll see. We'll see if some of these other guys can step up, and I'm sure we'll get to some of the other Kansas City receivers down a little bit later in the rounds.
Yeah, Justin
Uh,
Ross.
there you go. Sky Moore, some of those
Yeah.
guys. So here's my pick. I got my guy staring at me in the face. So this is pick 34 overall, and his average draft position is 34.2. So I'm
Stupid.
not reaching here. I got the jersey on. I got to go with my guy Justin
Oh,
Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Oh, Herbie.
I mean, he's had the best first 2 years of any quarterback in NFL history. So let's keep it going.
5,000 yards, 38 touchdowns last year. Finishes the second in PPR. That dude's a stud.
You know?
Oh,
Then we
man.
got George Kittle went. Kind of looking at him honestly. T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin. Wow, that team is stacked
Team
up with
12.
pass catchers.
I was about to
Holy
say,
cow,
Team 12 is looking good.
they are stacked up. Deontay Johnson. I mean, it just depends on who the quarterback in Pittsburgh is. Is Kenny Pickett going to win the job, or are they just going to roll with Mitch Trubisky? They'll probably go Mitch Trubisky to start off.
Hmm. keep in mind though, Allen Robinson had a wide receiver 2 season with Mitch Trubisky.
Yep.
So if it is possible, I would be more if I had Deontay Johnson, I'd be wanting more Mitch Trubisky versus Kenny Pickett because you never know what you're gonna get in a rookie.
Hmm. I agree. So this is tough here. I might be reaching here. So, uh,
Reach,
I
reach,
feel like I need a running back. I can't wait. Uh,
reach. See, this is why I go running backs, baby. So many wide receivers are falling. Well, I can't
I
wait.
can't I can't wait 20 picks or whatever it is until my next one. So
Yeah, I'm taking 2 of them too, just to spice it up. No, just kidding.
I don't. I'm going back to this. Okay, so the team is not good, but I think this running back, he's a second year player. He never played last year. So I'm gonna take Travis
Oh
Etienne.
fuck, bro!
He's a do it all guy.
I wanted him at the 4.12. So when I was thinking about Mike Evans, I was like, or Barkley, I was like, man, I could go AJ Brown Evans and then maybe pick up Etienne on the 4.12. But man, fuck, he's gonna be so good in PPR, dude, from Clemson. Man, he's gonna be
He's
so good.
I mean, he was a stud in college. I mean, they were on every week because they were so good.
Hmm.
I remember it was his last college game he played against, or no, it wasn't his last college game, but it was when LSU won the title. Um, and ETN single-handedly beat Ohio State.
Yeah. I just think having T-Law, that college connection, Trevor Lawrence and Etienne, Travis Etienne, dude, they played together in college. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna just be I think it's gonna be really good. I think they're gonna have to rely on him. I don't think Christian Kirk's the guy. Oh, Jalen Waddle. Oh man.
You were looking at Waddle, huh?
Yeah,
What
I
a stud!
was. Or
What a
Pittman.
stud!
I wanted either Pittman. I was hoping Darren Waller low key fell, but I mean it's all good. It's all good. There's no. All right, so we got Travis Etienne, DK Metcalf for Team 9. I'm personally not a fan of DK there. I'd much rather have Waddle or Pittman just because I don't trust Drew Lock or Geno
Mm-hmm.
Smith. David Montgomery, I feel like I feel like that's a decent pick. I just don't really know if I personally like him when you don't have a tight end nor a wide receiver 2 yet. I mean, I feel like Darren Waller there would have been good. Team 7, I know it's a CPU, but I don't know if a real team would do this. It'd be really tough. But Brees Hall, I think, is a stud. I absolutely love Brees Hall from Iowa State. I think he's the best running back out of this class. He literally reminds me of a Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jonathan Taylor. And when it came to everyone thought that Isaiah Spiller, all those other running backs were going to be better than Brees Hall, and then
Kenneth
just
Walker.
yeah, Kenneth Walker. Yep, like that's
He's
recency
getting a
bias.
lot. He's getting a lot of talk right now.
Yeah, it's recency bias. I mean, dude, Clyde Edwards-Helaire had one good year with LSU and then was drafted before Jonathan Taylor that had 3 stud years, almost broke college records with Wisconsin. Like Brees Hall from Iowa State, the last 3 years has had over almost 2,000 yards a year. Like he's consistent. He's a stud. So I love that. Antonio Gibson, I'm not a fan of Gibson. They drafted a Brian Robinson from Alabama, who's a big bruiser, and they re-signed J.D. McKissick. I just feel like they're fading Gibson for some reason. Ron Rivera is I don't know what he's doing over there, but anything Washington besides Terry McLaurin, me personally, I'm staying away. I do like Jahan Dotson though late as a sleeper pick from Penn State, but yeah, I'm staying away from Antonio Gibson for altogether. Darren Waller's
Yep.
solid. Josh Jacobs solid. Jalen Waddle's a great pick. That's a good team right there. Besides Kamara, that's a
Holy
huge.
cow.
That's a good PPR team. You have two
Yep.
catching running backs and 2 stud wide receivers. Michael Pittman, I really like that. I really like Team 2 as well. It's really balanced. From here on,
Yeah.
he can go multiple different ways instead of being like stuck. And then it comes to my pick. I really wanted Pittman to fall. I feel like Matt Ryan has done really good with Julio in his career. I feel like he would have did good here. I already have a running back field, which is good because the only ones available is J.K. Dobbins and Elijah Mitchell. I do not want. I want no part of Dobbins or Elijah Mitchell. I just don't. If Dobbins falls a little bit more, I'm cool with it. But other than that, it's and then the next one after that's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So this is why I always go running back early because I don't want my RB2 or RB1 to be Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Miles
Right.
Sanders. So with that being said, I have right here DJ Moore is available. I don't really know the quarterback position, but DJ Moore, if you look at the history of his team, of his stats, He's had over 1,000 yards the last 3 years. He's had over 200 points in PPR wise the last 3 years. So to be my wide receiver two, I feel like I couldn't find a safer wide receiver. So I'm gonna go
Right.
take DJ Moore right here. Slightly, I'm getting him as a steal. We're at pick 48. His ADP is 47.6. Basically on ADP. So
Mhm.
all right, let me got my next pick. So here, Lamar Jackson's sitting there. I love Lamar. Sleeper has Amari Cooper. I just don't like Lamar. I love Jerry Judy, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen Russell Wilson be able to have two stud wide receivers with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, but I really really like someone else down the board. It's gonna be a little bit of a reach. It's gonna be about 5 picks, but me personally, I'm gonna go with Marquise Hollywood Brown. I think Kyler Murray just got a big contract. They're teammates from Oklahoma. Marquise Brown wanted to be traded from a good team like the Ravens because they were not throwing him the ball enough. The kid is hungry. He's fast. I think that he's gonna have a really good year. He had 200. He had 1,000 yards last year. I just feel like this is his year. I feel like he's grinding. He's on contract year as well. And the team just traded a first round pick 14, to get him. So I see nothing but upside for Marquise Brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and book it. That's gonna be my fifth overall pick.
Yeah, I mean that's a good one. I think even going back to DJ Moore, he's like you said, he's had 3 straight 1,000 yard receiving seasons,
Hmm.
and with what 2 different quarterbacks, and those quarterbacks aren't even really that great. You had Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold,
Yeah, I just don't think
so
that ADP's caught on to Marquise Brown yet. Like, dude, look at this. Amari Cooper was a higher ADP. Who's throwing him the ball? Jacoby Brissett? Like, no, thank you.
mhm,
J.K. Dobbins coming off a torn ACL. I mean, you never know how players bounce back with that.
right.
The two quarterbacks are good, but and Lamar Burrow there would have been solid picks if you were in my shoes. Would have been solid, but I'm trying to get that Tom Brady stack with Mike Evans down the road. And
Mhm.
then other than that, it's what Elijah Mitchell, Cortland Sutton, A Rob. Like none of those, in my opinion, are better than Marquise Brown, even if they have a higher ADP. So
Right,
I just had to.
right. And then yeah, going back obviously to Marquise Brown with the college connection,
Hmm.
he's got that.
I actually did some research too when they were traded because I knew they were teammates, but I didn't know that. But they were actually in the same dorm room. They shared the same room.
Oh wow,
Yeah, they were
I
like
didn't know that.
best friend. Yeah, I didn't either. So I
Hmm.
researched it from a Twitter thing, but they were like supposedly best friends. I know that was a big point of what Kyler Murray wanted for to sign was to have Marquise Brown in there, and D Hop is hurt. It's kind of like a Mike Evans situation. D Hop's hurt, Chris Godwin's hurt. Like they're gonna have to rely on them to be big dogs, top dogs.
Yeah. All right. Thank God Miles Sanders went before me. I do not like him. I've taken him twice, I think, and they just do not give him the ball, especially in the red zone. I don't know why this would be any different this year. Um, so here, I mean, this guy's available. I do not like Edwards-Helaire. I feel like I can get another running back, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I kind of cuff myself going 2 receivers, but I think it's pretty good. Let's see here. I'm gonna go hmm, between 2 guys here.
Yeah, you're in a
I'm gonna go
tough
Mike Williams.
stud.
So you look at what Mike Williams did last year. He had,
1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns.
I mean, PPR, he was ranked 12th,
Mm-hmm.
1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. That's pretty darn good for a third wide receiver on my team. I like that a lot.
I mean, you got a 3 year extension. He's only 27. Him and Herbert will
Yeah,
be there for the long term.
yeah,
I agree. Keenan Allen's getting older. Mike Williams is stepping up.
yeah.
I think it's a good pick.
And then Jerry Judy, Kyler Murray, Chris Godwin, Clyde Edwards-Helaire just went off. So I think those guys, I think it's about time for them to go here,
Mm-hmm.
5th round. Godwin's going to be hurt probably to start the year. I don't know if he'll even be ready for week 1. Have you heard anything yet?
No, he's going to be out for the first 5 weeks for sure. They said
First
so.
five?
4 to 5, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And he's coming off a torn ACL, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is looking pretty good here. And then
Team
back to
12
me.
struggling. No running backs for Team 12.
Yeah, I don't know
And Team
who
7.
they're thinking.
Yo, the CPUs with Team 7 and 12. You started good, but you ruined it.
Yeah, what the heck's going on with this computer right now?
Yo, for real.
That's insane. Here, I can I can get this tight end here.
Oh, your
I like
boy.
him a lot. I like him a lot, man. TJ
Yeah,
Hawkinson.
that's solid. Solid.
TJ Hawkinson, I think he's a pretty good pick.
Good
Don't
thing you took
know.
him. Schultz just went off.
Yeah, Schultz did. I don't like Schultz, but
I think you look at like the Cowboys, they don't really have a lot of receiving options, so Michael Gallup's still hurt. So he's gonna
mhm,
have no choice but in that weak division, he's gonna have no choice but to have a lot of catches too.
right,
So alright, we
right.
got
And
Walker,
Team
Harris.
7 took Kenneth
Yeah, I don't know.
Walker. They have six running backs.
CPU is just tripping there, man. I mean, you already got 2 bench spots filled. I mean, that's a little
What
weird.
is happening?
Ideally, I wanted AJ Brown to fall back to me. I feel like, or not AJ Brown, AJ Dillon. I feel like AJ Dillon's a stud, a
Mhm.
huge stud. But I'm a Packers fan, so you know how that goes. So back to me. I absolutely do not like anyone available. Oh, my team. I need a quarterback and a tight end and a flex spot. I like Darnell Mooney here, a lot. I feel like him and Justin Fields have a good connection. Jalen Hurts is a quarterback right here. Actually, no. Yeah, hold on. We got 6 quarterbacks taken. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4 until Tom Brady. So looking at this right now, progressively, there is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that need a quarterback left, and there is 4 studs that I like until it kind of drops off quite a bit. So I really am thinking Russell Wilson here, but I really want Tom Brady. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna go with. Oh man, this is tough. I don't like anyone here. I'm gonna go with Darnell Mooney as my first pick. I like Mooney had a decent rookie year, or second year, I should say. He had over 1,000 yards with Justin Fields. I think the Bears have done nothing to help Justin Fields, so he's gonna have to rely on Darnell Mooney. I'm just
He's
not
kind
really.
of in no man's land over there in Chicago right now.
Yeah, against the Lions. Yeah, the Lions have a pretty weak defense. I feel like the Vikings defense is okay. I think the
Mhm.
Packers defense is really good this year. I'd be more
Yep.
worried about their defense and offense this year, but I'm not really a big fan of taking 4 wide receivers like that. But you don't really have a choice. So and then for here, I'm going to take. I need another running back because I only have 3 or 2. They have Kareem Hunt here. I'm just not really a fan of anything Cleveland right now. Tony Pollard's solid. I really wanted AJ Dillon to fall. He did not fall, so that put me in a real pickle because Team Seven's tripping right now. Um, I'm gonna go ahead. What's the tight ends looking like? I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm gonna go ahead and take someone that I think will have a lot of upside. He's going to be on my bench, so I think it's a solid first bench player.
Mhm.
I like it. So I'm going to go with Rashad Bateman from Minnesota Gophers. I feel like the dude has great hands, uh, good overall catching abilities. Plus, now that Hollywood Brown's gone, all they have is Mark Ingram and him, and I feel like he's just gonna have a really good year. So he's coming off an
Mhm.
injury though, but he said he's practicing right now, so I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, his only competition is Devin Duvernay, James Brosh, and Tylan Wallace. Yeah,
Yep.
I feel
And there
pretty
goes
good.
Drake London, Kareem Hunt, Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Hopkins slipping obviously because he's
Oh, not a
suspended
running
6
back.
games.
Not a running back for Team 7. It's a miracle.
Wow, but they took a terrible position.
I know, dude. I was
They don't
stuck.
even have a top guy.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Goddard can still be pretty good. He showed flashes with Jalen Hurts, but again, you got to trust Jalen Hurts. And right now, I trust him more running
Yeah, I know,
than I do
right?
throwing the ball.
Plus, if he is going to throw, I mean, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are going to get their touches. Like, man, you are now a
Right,
third option.
right.
So, yeah, I'm gonna.
So here with my 7th pick, um, I need another running back. I'm staring at this guy. He was a god last year. Unbelievable waiver wire pickup. I got to go Cordell Patterson. He Mr. Do It All,
Hmm.
especially in a PPR league.
Yeah. It says he's questionable right now. Though. I'm not sure what injury he's got, but
Right.
you never really know. New coaching staff, you never know if he's going to be able to return back. But I think as a running back too, I think it's a pretty solid RB2. I feel like you're in a tough spot though. with
It's
with
tough. I mean,
with
that's what I get. That's what I
with
get for going receiver heavy early.
hey,
But
for real. I'm over here picking up like Darnell Mooney's and Bateman's. And you're getting Patterson. Yeah, I'm definitely sticking to my two running backs forever. You'll never see me not probably take two running backs in the first two picks.
I'm hoping this is basically what I'm hoping when I draft this team. Kind of is I'm hoping for a backup running back to just emerge, and I'll be able to pick him up on the waiver wire. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what I'm going for here. And I don't really put too much stock in running backs. I mean, it all depends for me on what position I'm drafting. But if I'm later in the first round, I like to go receivers because I know they're going to be there. Stud receivers,
Yep,
100 catch
100%.
guys, all that.
Yeah.
But that's something you got to chalk up. So here with my next pick, I'm just basically going for depth already. I've kind of got my whole starting lineup already. Um, but I do like this guy, Bird and Renfro.
Yeah, dude's a stud. He's a stud, good slot receiver last year. I just don't know how he's gonna do now that Adams is there. He's gonna have to slide out of the slot.
Right.
I mean, Monty Adams is definitely gonna get position priority.
So there was your guy, Tom Brady.
No.
Yeah. So Brady, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox. I was looking at Dawson Knox for tight end. I probably would have taken him honestly with
That's
that one if I didn't
both
take
my picks
Hawkinson.
got taken. Yeah, for real. Brady and Knox, who I wanted.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. We'll see if Zach Wilson
Wilson to
can
Wilson.
get it done.
Wilson,
Wilson to Wilson,
Wilson
man. You
times
know,
two.
Zach Wilson got a lot of cred in the locker room too with the past couple weeks. If you've heard the
Yeah,
story,
dude's a stud.
uh, stud, he's killing it. Zach
Literally.
Ertz
On the field and the sheets.
on the field, he's killing it. Brandon Ayuk, just don't know what to have with that guy. He has a couple of good games. I just don't know what I'm getting from him. Um, Chase Edmonds, I do like that pick. I think Edmonds is a pretty good eighth round pick. I do think for value. And then on to you. What are you going here? You got to take quarterback, don't you?
Nah, so that's the thing. I was looking at cornerback. Quarterback. As you know, got the Aaron Rodgers jersey on. Thought about taking my boy A Rod, but I really like where this team is going, so I really think I have a really competitive team. So I think I have to skip Aaron Rodgers just because I don't know who he's gonna throw to.
Yeah.
I like Matt Stafford a lot, but down the board I feel like there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is two teams that need quarterbacks left, me and one other person. If I take Stafford or Rodgers, like I'm okay with whoever falls. But at the end of the day, I also like as one of my sleeper QBs, Derek Carr in the late round. He's still available way down there. I feel like I could take another position right now and pick up Derek Carr as my quarterback one, and I feel like I would still be very competitive with Derek Carr. He's gonna have so many weapons, he's not even gonna know what to do with them.
Right.
So that being said, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with probably a what's the tight ends looking like? Pat Fryermuth I like a lot. Just a lot. There's just a lot of weapons down there, and I don't know. I don't know if he's really gonna be able to pop off. So no, I'll play it safe. I'm gonna go Pat Fryermuth, second year. He had what? Yeah, 500 yards and 7 touchdowns last year. I feel like he'll be a decent tight end. Not ideal, but I feel like he won't be bad. And then with this pick, I'm gonna go with personally I think is the best wide receiver from this draft class. And I think that is Chris Olave from the Saints. Jameson Winston is going to throw the ball like his heart's content. Again, Michael Thomas is not fully healthy. I think Chris Olave steps in as an immediate big dog right there. And personally, like I said, one of my favorite wide receivers from the class.
Yeah. I like the pick.
Yeah,
I do like the pick.
I liked Olave over Garrett Wilson, but Garrett Wilson went in real life. I don't like Traylon Burks like that. I just think Olave is a stud in the ninth round. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
He'll be on my bench too, behind
I
Rashad
like that a
Bateman.
lot. I like that a lot. So It's this draft. There goes Stafford. Let's see here. Obviously, I'm not looking for a quarterback. I'm just looking for depth now. I got all my guys.
Whoa. Team 4 took 2 quarterbacks? Alright, man, you're messing my mojo up there.
Yeah, what are they doing? They took one of the guys. What the heck? And let's see here. With my ninth pick, I'm just going for depth, and I really like this guy. Another rookie. Taking the running back, James Cook, out of
Nice.
Georgia, University of Georgia.
I like that pick. Yeah, I like that pick. He's gonna be another. That's a good running back with upside. With upside.
Wow, Team 11 just went Prescott Rogers.
Yeah, am I missing something here, CPUs? Or are we supposed to be taking 2
I,
quarterbacks in 3 rounds? Like, did I just screw myself and I'm about to be stuck with Tua? Like, is someone else, the Tom Brady team or Team 9 with Mahomes, are you about to screw me over? Like,
they might. They just
no
might,
way.
dude.
All I have is Derek Carr left now.
That's insane. Wow. So, um, this is tough for me because it's basically going off guys you like. Um, I will never take a New England running back. That's one of my rules. So Ramondre Stevenson is off my board. Because if you think back a few years ago, they had
Yeah.
what Jonas Gray. He went for 200 and he got cut 2 weeks later. So
Yeah.
you never know what Bill's gonna do. Uh, Again, depth here. I gotta take the number one guy in Green Bay. I mean, I gotta take Allen Lazard.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Oh, I knew it, man. The Mahomes team. Oh man, CP in a real fantasy draft, no one's taking 2 quarterbacks this early.
No, no way.
No way. Now I'm on the clock. I got no one. All right. Well, didn't go the way I wanted it, but dang, even Kirk Cousins is gone. Woo! All right. So I'm in a tough spot right now for sure. Who do I have for my team? Let me look at the whole board real quick. There's no one I really like. I feel like one of my deep pick sleepers is Damian Pierce from Houston, from Florida Gators. I feel like all they have is Marlon Mack there. I feel like Marlon Mack gets hurt. Damian Pierce immediately steps up, 3rd round
Yep.
draft pick. So if I was your team, I think it'd be a good pick on the back end. Like if I needed a running back, I kind of do need a running back though, so I'm actually gonna take him. I'm gonna take Damian Pierce. I think it's my 3rd running back on my team. I do need one. I feel like by week 6 or 7, he could legit be the starter over there in Houston.
Yeah.
All right, now I need a quarterback. Need a quarterback. Need. See, I don't really like being at choke points like this. Go to the quarterbacks. We got Tua, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Jameis Winston. Who do I got for wide receivers? I have the Saints. I think I can get Jameis Winston on the turn on the back end, so that would be with Olave. I'm gonna go with. It's not an ideal situation with Tua, but at the same time, he has a good coaching staff. He has all the weapons in the world. Jalen Waddle, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Mike Gesicki. I mean, I don't see in a world where he doesn't at least finish as a low end QB2, or a high end QB2, I should say. I don't think he's going to be a quarterback 1. I'm just banking on him to give me some decent, points on a weekly basis.
Yep. No, I mean, I think with what you had to take him there.
Yeah. Ideally, in the perfect world, if I could go back, I would have took Russell Wilson instead of Bateman. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. So here, oh my gosh,
All right, last couple picks.
pretty loaded here on wide receiver. So I'm gonna look at running back. Oh man, never mind. Wow, do not know. I'm gonna take this tight end out of Denver. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his last name. Alberto. I'm
He's
gonna call him
fast.
Alberto.
He runs a 4.4. He's
Ayo.
fast.
So I'm looking at he's 6'5", 260 out of Missouri.
Runs a 4.4.
Wow. I mean, backup tight end. I'll take it.
He's young. He's fast. All right, Landry, Hines is pretty good. Irv Smith is solid. Rashad White, I really like Rashad
Rashad
White.
White. Yeah. I was looking at him too, but
From Arizona State, I think he's stud. All right,
Yeah,
back to you. We got
so
a couple picks left.
couple picks here. So I will take the running back now. I guess since I'm looking at him, I'll take
Darrell Henderson.
Henderson.
Nice. Oh, Jahan Dotson went. I like that pick a lot. Tyler Algier. I thought you were going to take him, so you could have cuffed with Patterson. Um, so I was hoping he fell, actually. All right, back to me. It's kind of a good thing. So I need a quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and take Justin. No, 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 no. I'm going to go ahead and take Jameis Winston. I'm going to get the pair with Chris Olave. Michael Thomas comes back. I feel like he could have some great games. I mean, they play the Panthers and things like that. So I feel like we
Yeah,
have
I
some
like
pretty
that.
good games. Running back wise now, I have Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, and Pierce. I could take Marlon Mack and have the complete backfield for the Houston Texans. I feel like that would be a pretty good position for me. I feel like if you look at the wide receivers, there's no one I really like. DJ Chark, I think, is gonna have a good year though. Um, I could go with Odell Beckham, but there's odds he might not even play.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and take Marlon Mack. I'm gonna secure that whole backfield. So I have the Houston Texans, and they're going to be my running back three. They're going to be on my bench, so I'm not even have to
Mhm.
worry about it. I mean, there's no way any of them are going to beat out Mooney or Bateman, but on a weekly basis.
Right.
So I feel really comfortable having that backfield secured. Oh, I forgot we're doing defenses and stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So here, I mean, you could probably see on your screen we got kickers are showing up, but I'm not falling into that. Still got to take just who I like here. And I've heard a lot about this rookie receiver,
Yeah, just a
uh,
stud.
George Pickens. I mean,
He was a
he
stud.
was hurt. He was hurt in college, so we didn't get to see the full everything about him. So,
Yeah, he has the same draft rankings and ratings and whatnot. It's
mhm.
Devontae Adams, who was drafted in the third round. Same
Yeah,
height, same speed, same weight.
yeah, I think he's really good. He showed out in that national championship game too. He had a couple of clutch catches for
Hmm.
Georgia.
Yep.
Um, and here we're looking.
We got two picks left. That's it. So,
So I got to go defense kicker to end
yeah,
it,
me
and
too.
I'm gonna take the defense with the best player in the NFL. That's right, you heard me. Best player in the NFL, hands
The
down, most
Steelers?
dominant.
The Steelers?
No, heck no,
TJ
man.
Watt?
I'm taking Aaron Donald.
I
We get the
mean,
Rams defense with
TJ
the
Watt though,
best
baby.
player.
Yeah, but also look at that division you're playing in. No, thank you. I want no
Oh, that's all
part.
right. Kyler folds anyway.
I want no part of playing the 49ers and the Cardinals twice a week. Want no part of that.
Yep,
All right, you want to skip these picks for the CPUs?
let's do it.
Come
So,
on, let my boys follow me. Let my boys follow me. Let them fall, let them fall, let them fall. All right, with my pick, my last two picks, I'm going to take defense wise. I'm taking one of the best defenses in the league. I'm telling you, sleeper defenses of the year. We got the Green Bay Packers. We have so many first round picks the last 3 years. We just drafted two Georgia boys, big boys. We got Jair Alexander. We got Eric Stokes from Georgia, who's fast. We still got Adrian Amos and Darnell Savage in the safety position. I mean, edge rushers, we have Rashawn Gary from Michigan, who was picked 12 overall 3 years ago. We still have Preston Smith. I think our Devontae Campbell, all pro middle inside linebacker, we signed him from the streets last year. Arizona
mhm.
Cardinals practice team. He came back, became an all pro first team. I mean, he literally went from a 72 overall in Madden to a 91.
It's insane.
Dude's a stud. I feel like the Green Bay Packers, we play the Lions. That's the Lions. We play, I just feel really good about them. That's my
Mhm.
team. Love them. And then we're got a kicker. So normally when I do kickers, I don't really like kickers personally, fantasy leagues with kickers, but you always want to pick a kicker in a dome. It don't matter what you think, don't matter what
Mhm.
team, a dome, so there's no win. So I'm gonna go
I
with
think I know who you're going with
Young
here.
Ho Koo. Yep,
Yeah.
from Atlanta. He's in a dome. Literally, kickers in domes perform better. There's no wind. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Home field advantage. They're gonna close the dome up because they want their kicker to not miss. So
Mhm.
you got people taking, I think, Tyler Bass, where he was earlier, yeah. In Buffalo, when it's windy, I do not want no kicker. Even Green Bay, I'm a Packers fan, I would never take Mason Crosby. It's too windy up there.
Oh, and here I get my guy. Go. So I was really looking at specs. My guy Rodrigo Blankenship, love that guy.
Yep.
But here, going with that dome mentality, he's back. He missed all last year. I'm gonna go
Yep.
Will Lutz.
Dude's been consistent his whole career. All right. Well, that concludes our draft.
That's it.
Let's do a little team review.
Yeah.
We got let me look at your team. We'll start with your team. Tell us about your team, how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. I love the starting lineup. At least once we get into bye weeks and we got to plug in those depth players. But I think my first three picks: Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Justin Herbert. It'd be tough to find three better picks than that. Herbert has not shown me that he won't keep growing. He's been a stud. Jamar Chase, young, got that college connection. Obviously, Joe Burrow. Uh, Stephon Diggs, he's shown that he can be trusted by Josh Allen. Josh Allen loves him. Travis Etienne, Cordell Patterson, yeah, that's kind of lower end, but I feel like my receivers and definitely my tight end, TJ Hawkinson, Mike Williams, Hunter Renfro, those guys can pick up the slack a little bit for maybe some points lost at the running back position. Will Lutz, Rams defense, there we go, and then a couple of rookies, George Pickens, James Cook, these guys should be able to be nice depth guys on those teams. Pickens might be kind of have a breakout, just like Chase Claypool had a couple seasons ago with Pittsburgh. So I got Darrell Henderson, Alan Lazard, the number one wide receiver, even though he's probably not going to be the number one option for Aaron
For Aaron
Rodgers. He's probably going
Rodgers.
to look at Aaron Jones.
No, I just number one receiver Aaron Rodgers that late. Can't go wrong.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't. You just can't.
And then Alberto. I'm not saying his whole name. Can't even. Not even going to try. So tell us about your team.
All right, so my team over here at the pick number one immediately took Jonathan Taylor. He averaged over 25 and 27 points a game last year. Stud. Came around back on the loop. I got Saquon Barkley as my RB2. When Saquon is healthy, I feel like he's one of the most, if not the most talented running back in the league. I mean, the dude has done some crazy things in his time. He's just been hurt the last 2 years. That's like Christian McCaffrey. You're not still taking Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you're not going to not take him. He's too good, even though he's missed the last almost 2 years. That's how I felt with Barkley. I had to take him. I didn't trust me getting a running back on the back end, which I'm glad I did, because I would have been stuck with Elijah Mitchell, Miles Sanders, or J.K. Dobbins. Then I got Mike Evans, who's a wide receiver one for Tom Brady, one of the great, if the most accomplished quarterback of all time, the GOAT, as most people would say. And Chris Godwin's hurt, Gronk is gone. So that's a huge win. You got DJ Moore, who's been consistent 3,000 yard plus seasons. I feel like it's gonna be no different. If anything, with Baker Mayfield is an upgrade to anything he's ever had. So Marquise Brown reunited with his college teammate Kyler Murray, Darnell Mooney with Justin Fields. I feel like he's on an island down there. So we got Rashad Bateman, who's now the wide receiver one for Lamar Jackson, besides Mark Andrews. I feel like that's a stud. My tight ends are a little lacking. I only got one. I'll probably try to go pick up a waiver wire. I know Robert Tonyan wasn't picked up for the Packers. I feel like he's gonna have a big year. I might pick him up. But Pat Fryermuth, second year. Tight ends don't normally do good their first year. It's normally their second to third or fourth year that they ascend. So I got big things. Chris Olave, first round pick 12 from Ohio State. I feel like that dude is a monster. I feel like you got James Winston, who's had over a 5,000 yard season before. He throws the ball. He loves the ball. I feel like he's gonna have a good year. Then, since I only had two running backs that were starters, I went ahead and clutched up both the Houston Texans running backs. Marlon Mack later on, he does get hurt a lot, always hurt. And then Damian Pierce from the Gators, who has been a stud. And he was, I feel like he's early third pick. I feel like can't go wrong there. My weakest part of my team is the quarterbacks with Tua, Jameis Winston. Tua has all the weapons in the world to succeed. So I feel like, I feel like that's pretty good. But at the same time, I really feel like if Bateman pops off, who's on my bench, or Chris Olave, I could take Tua and Bateman and go trade for a high-end quarterback. I mean, some of these teams have Hurts and Stafford and Prescott and Rodgers. I think I could easily go trade for one of them, if needed. And then I got my Packers. Gotta think the Packers defense got a kicker in the dome. That's really my team. I feel really good about my team. I feel like I got a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to say thanks for tuning in with us, guys. You know, me and Derek have been doing this for a long time. Let us know who you think has a better team. I'm gonna go. You know, let us know. You got both teams right here. Clicking on both of them, you can see. Or the CPUs. You never know. One of the CPUs might have a better team. Let us know. If you pick a CPU over us, though, you know, we're gonna have to go back to the lab and figure this out. I mean, Team Seven had 6 running backs.
Yeah, nobody better say Team 7 has the best draft because they're dumb.
Yeah. With that being said, Derek, you got any closing statements? Anything you want to say before I end the video?
Thanks for tuning in. This is our first video. We're going to be doing a lot more. We're going to do a few more mock drafts, different settings, different everything. So, yeah, just make sure to like and subscribe down in the description. You got anything else?
Yeah, please feedback. You know, we just started this YouTube channel. It's our first video. We're not experts here. We're not trying to be any and all feedback. Whether our voices are too loud, too quiet, whether you know anything, any feedback. You know, whether a Packers jersey is disgusting because you hate Aaron Rodgers or Justin Herbert's trash. And, you know, like just let us know any feedback, any comments. Drop them below. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Share us around. Try and help us grow. If you guys are interested in anything sports, we're not just doing fantasy football. We're doing everything sports. So tune in, be excited, ready to go. We're having a good time here.
Yeah, hey, real quick, also like our Facebook page, Not Your Average Sports Guys, and go ahead and um, try to add the group too. We got a lot of
Yeah.
good questions in there.
Links in the
Gets a nice
description.
little message board, and everything will be down in the description. So check that
Yeah,
out.
links will be in the description. All right, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.